What's up? It's Whitney, and today I'm coming to you with a video about my labor and delivery. It's basically gonna be my labor and delivery video. I had a baby. She's 2 months. She's about to be 2 months tomorrow. So I'm gonna discuss basically how my labor and delivery went. You know, was it an easy process? What all happened? And what's it been like since having her? So to get into this video, firstly, I want to just say, childbirth is no joke. Like, it is intense. Like, a million things rush through your head at once. Like, it is intense. Like, for me, it was intense. Like, a lot of stuff was just running through my head. I just made sure, I just wanted everything to be okay. So, to get into my labor and delivery, on November 25th, I went to a doctor's appointment as usual. And after leaving their doctor's appointment, the doctor called me like no more than 10 minutes later saying, "Hey, Whitney, this is Dr. Such and Such. You gotta come back. Your baby dropped off the Doppler, and we wanna have an emergency, delivery. We basically wanna induce you today. Not to mention, I wasn't supposed to have my baby till December 4th. So they wanted to induce me that day. So she said, as soon as possible, come back to the hospital because your baby dropped off the machine and we don't know if everything's okay. So just hurry back. I immediately hopped back in the car, got back to the hospital. When I got there, they basically had my room already ready. They had a gown, they had the machines already there to hook me up. They hooked me up to the machines, had the baby the little circle things that they hook up to you to keep track of the baby. They gave me, put IVs in me, and I did not, I'm starting to not like needles. Like, they had to stick me 3 times. Like, ooh, like that is, but anyways, yeah, so they basically, that's how they get you set up. They tell you to get into a gown. They get your IVs and stuff ready with your fluids and stuff. They ask you some questions off of the computer, and then they basically just connect your baby to the machine. So that takes about an hour and a half, get everything situated. And then after that, you basically just chilling there. Then they'll come start you on, depending on if you're dilated or not. Since I was induced, they had to start me on Pitocin. So they started me on Pitocin, and then that, slowly helped, to try to get me dilated. Let's just say this. I wasn't dilated anything but 1 centimeter when I got to the hospital. It took hours for me to get to 5. But as they kept upping the Pitocin, I wasn't feeling any contractions. Like, I wasn't feeling any at all. So I thought it was sweet. I'm like, man, I got this. I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying? This delivery gonna be easy. Like, I ain't finna feel nothing. She finna just come right out on easy. When I tell y'all, I was wrong. When I got to 3 centimeters dilated, and they upped the Pitocin, they kept upping it because I think it was like a certain number that you had to reach on a Pitocin. So basically, when I made it to 3 centimeters, I started feeling the contractions. Like, I started feeling them. They wasn't as, let's just say, they wasn't as heavy or as hard as they were when I got farther, but I felt them, and it was something I never felt before. Like, nothing. Like, because all through my pregnancy, I didn't even have Braxton Hicks. I didn't have anything. So it's like, I had a really good pregnancy other than the vomiting and stuff like that, the morning sickness. I had a really good pregnancy. So that caught me off guard because it came out of nowhere. So then it's like, time came on. Family and friends, they were coming up there to see me and stuff. And then all of a sudden, nighttime came and I was 5 centimeters dilated. Let me tell you, At 5 centimeters, they told me when I get 5 centimeters, I had the option of getting an epidural or not. And then they told me the consequences, basically like things that can possibly happen with the epidural. And then they told me like, everybody was like, don't get it, try to do natural. I'm telling you, it is hard. The pressure and the contractions killed me, like literally, like I needed an epidural. I told the doctor, I was like, give me the epidural, I want it now. And she was like, you gotta sit still through the contractions. I'm like, I hope I can do it. It's like, but shout out to the nurse who was at the hospital. She talked me through everything. She was really helpful. She was nice. She was helping me with my breathing. Like, shout out to her. Like, shout out to her. But yeah, but anyways, like, those contractions are nothing to play with. But when I got that epidural, I was numb. Numb, numb, numb. And it felt good because I didn't feel no pain. Let me tell you. Everything went downhill from there. Like for real. Like when I thought we was halfway there to have a baby, like things start going down. Like, so me and my baby's father is in the room, and they come in and they're like, you're 5 centimeters, whoopty whoop. We're like, okay. So time goes past. We fall asleep and we wake up, and they're like, you're still 5, you're still 5. And it's been like 6, 7 hours. Like, not to mention, like, a whole nother nurse has came, a whole shift has changed. Like, it's like that's what happened. And so I'm like, I'm still 5. I'm like, they're like, sometimes it could take a long time for induction labor deliveries to happen. And I'm like, okay, this is my first baby. I didn't know. So I'm like, okay, I'll go along with it. So then I'm counting the hours. It's been like 17 hours total that I was stuck at 5 centimeters. Like, do you not understand how worried I was? For them to come back and tell me that my baby was stuck. So for 17 hours, they were telling me that my baby's head was stuck and she wasn't going to come out vaginally. She was not going to come out the regular way. So I instantly got worried and just started panicking. Like, I was worried. Like, I didn't know what to think. Like, I actually cried. Like, I actually cried a little because they were like, we're going to have to give you a C-section. We're going to get it ready right now. We're going to bring the papers over. We're going to up your epidural. We have to do all of this ASAP. So if you can sign this, sign that. I'm like, okay, just anything to get my baby, you know what I'm saying? So I called my family, let them know what's going on. So everybody would know the update. So like 25 minutes later, they went me into the room and they basically cleaned off everything. It was a little table, like, I mean a little table. And I'm a big girl. It was a little table and like two or three doctors like basically lift me up, put me on a table. And they had the sheet. It was a blue sheet up to where I couldn't see down below my breast. So basically, they basically just, sanitized the area, and I couldn't put my hands down there. And the medicine that they gave me, I'm telling you, like, if there's anybody who ever had a C-section, like, I don't know whether it was just my nerves or the medicine they gave me, but I was extremely cold. My body was so cold, like, I instantly went cold as soon as they put it in me, like, I was numb already from the epidural, and then I was shaking really bad. I was scared out of my mind. Like, my body was shaking so fast, and like I I vomited on a table. Like, I was shaking so bad. I was extremely cold. Like, they had to keep checking on me and put blankets on me. It's like, I didn't know if that was normal. I kept asking, like, is this normal? Is this normal? And they were like, yeah, first time mothers, or sometimes people go through this, and sometimes it's the medication or your nerves. I'm like, okay. And my boyfriend was just sitting there. He was talking through it with me, and we were just trying to keep my mind off of what they're actually doing. They're actually cutting my stomach to get my baby out. So he was trying to talk to me and keep me calm. And then it's just like I kept having thoughts of like I was so anxious and nervous. All thoughts were going through my head. And it's just like, I just really wanted my baby. So the doctor had started doing the C-section incision, and then all of a sudden he said, "You're gonna feel a pain. You're gonna feel like a little push," and that was him pushing my stomach to get my baby out. And when I tell y'all, when I heard her first little cry, I knew it was real. I became a mother, guys. Like I knew it was real. Like I just don't know. I just thinking about it. Like that is my heart. Like she is my heart. Like I wouldn't give her up or trade her for the world. Like nothing in this world is more important to me than my baby. Like I love her. She was born November 26th at 6:41 p.m. Yes, that's my love. The love of my life. So that was my labor and delivery process, but that was just the labor part. After, they put me in a room, and basically I couldn't stay in that room because they put me in someone else's room, and then they decided to get my room ready. So they finally took me to my room, and then I was in the hospital for 2 days. I left the hospital on Thanksgiving. They let me leave early because I was actually doing good. Like I was doing fine. Like nothing was wrong. I was up walking. Sometimes they say you have to have a bowel movement before you leave. They actually didn't do that anymore. But everything was good. And my baby was cleared to go home. So we came home. Guys, let me tell you, hey, that pain, you have to get used to doing everything all over again. Like I couldn't even get in my bed comfortably. Like it's times I would just sit up in the couch, the recliner chair, because like it was more like the hospital bed and it was comfortable more. Listen, it is uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable for me to lay in the bed. And it was like my first night home with my baby. I literally cried because it was something new that I had endured, and I've never had a baby who was dependent on me, or who I never had to wake up every 2 hours, every hour, or something waking me up crying, had to sleep soft. I never had to do that. So for me to do that, it was something new to me, and I had to change my sleep schedule. So now my time was that it's basically I'm on her time. So that's something different that's changed me, to be honest. I'm a light sleeper now. I used to be a heavy sleeper. I'm a light sleeper now. And that's something. But other than that, that's my labor and delivery story. Everything went good. My incision healed quickly and it's very well. My stomach is looking back to normal, and my baby is doing good. She's growing well. She's very big. She's fat. She's chunky. And pretty much that's all. And if anybody out there have any questions or anything they're nervous about having a C-section, just have faith in your doctor or your hospital, and everything will be okay. Because I was nervous at first too. That was the last thing I wanted to get done, but trust me, it's worth it. When you lay on the table, it's worth it. When they hand you your baby and your nerves calm down and everything, it's worth it. You'll have your bundle of joy, and it's a very quick process. So just trust in God and trust in your doctor and hospital, and everything will be okay. And I'm signing out. Peace.